Right, there we go. Should all be able to see me now. Sorry. There we go. That probably was the right one, Claire. I just hadn't gone live on it. So, anyway, we're live now. We've got 10 viewers. Most people seem to be in the right stream. Yeah, Claire's got it up. That's good. We've lost some people. Some people will come back. So we'll give it a few minutes.
You need to message them and say that she's open there and don't talk to people in there. Yes.
Thanks, Carts.
Hello, Papa.
So, sorry, I'm just messaging into the group just so people can see. I'm hoping we've got less viewers than when we started, so it looks like there's people dropping away or dropping off. I don't know. So we've only got 5 viewers, so it's half the people. Coach, can you go and sit in there before I drill you into the floor? Okay, so it's... So ideally, post in the chat on YouTube.
I can't put it on YouTube.
Why?
Because when people are watching the TV, you can't.
All right, well, just whatever. Right, we're back up to 9. Do you want my phone again? Or are you not bothered?
Which one is your phone?
Don't know.
If
We can see you, though no chat.
Yeah, if it's on the TV, you can't.
Okay, yeah, okay. So if you're on the TV, it's fine. We don't need it. We're up to 11 streams. I think there was 12 last week, so we've got like 11 views going on. We'll give it a couple of minutes. But basically, it looks like we're up to things. Either I can see and hear chat, great. So either my only problem is I've got like limited thing, but you can do chat into the group. That's fine. If you're watching it on the telly, obviously you won't see the chat, so don't need to worry about that. Just chat through, that's easy. All right, okay, cool. Whatever people are happy with. Claire, would you grab me a pen? Because I've got this in it. Oh, wait there, I'm sat on a box of pens. Just a pen or a pencil will do. Just something I can write with. That'll literally do. No, you need... Oh, yeah, thank you.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, thank you.
Right. Okie dokies. So, I'm going to take that off, just because you can't see me as well. That's better. I think that's better. So, quiz. Just so you're all aware of what we're doing, there's 3 rounds. Today's quiz, I'm going to change it slightly, just so that... Can you close that door, because I can hear myself? Sorry. This is going to be 3 rounds. Over the past 2 weeks, what we've done is we have... Sorry, I've just scoffed my tea, So we've had 3 rounds. In each round, what we've done is there's been a set of kids' questions and a set of adult questions. And basically, we've just said kids can help adults, but adults can't help kids. So today, what we're going to do is we're just going to do it as a family quiz. So there's kids' questions and adults' questions, but everyone... Adults can answer kids' questions, kids can answer adults' questions. So it's just a team effort to answer the questions. I've tried to make the quiz today just so that basically we can get as many right answers as possible. So if everyone gets somewhere up near 50 or are in the 40s, then everyone's had fun really, as opposed to it being something where people are getting like, or the Jennings family are getting like 17 out of 50. So some of it should be straightforward. Again, as you can imagine, we've got 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11-year-olds up to adults playing. So it is quite kid orientated. It's like some primary school knowledge, a bit of general knowledge we've got. So the first round is basically general knowledge. Are you smarter than a 10-year-old? Second round is picture quiz. And this week's theme is animals. And then the final round is going back to film again, where we've got basically, well, I'll let you know what it's going to be when we get around to it. Just seeing as one viewer dropped off, so I'm just going to give it 2 minutes before we start, because we're quite tight. Yeah, Julie, that's okay, team of one, don't worry about that. Lester and Sue are in, we've got Mary and Paul are in, David, the Wooler Wolves are in, Orin being a legend, and Sophie and Harry. We've got, well, I'm assuming Orin's there, I don't know. Yeah, he is, he must have been, he was washing the car. Claire and the kids are in here. We've got Kat and Kev. We've got Julie McBride. And not Encore. I'm trying to think. We got Dave, didn't we? Dave and John, was it? I'll assume Dave and John are on and can see. I think they said they were earlier, actually. Did they see? Yeah, Paul and John, sorry. John's in with Paul. Good. So I think... Oh, great. Thanks, Glenn. Glenn Woodage. I think Laura's with the kids. So Izzy and Caden, hello. That's good. So yeah, Laura's just posted, which is great. So I think, I'm not sure about the legs and the Harrisons.
The legs can't play quiz tonight, sorry, X.
So we haven't got any legs tonight, but I'm assuming, I think, if the Harrisons and Blue Gems can comment, then we'll see Auntie Chris and Uncle Dave are there, good stuff. Sorry, we're actually doing much better than we normally do here. I think, is Sarah and Ruben online? If you can comment. I don't want to start without people. And we're quite quick, really, today, which is good. I'll just check the other WhatsApp group. Live events. Isolation challenge. I know Saz and Ruben we're going to be playing. Wooler Wolves are in. Kat and Kev. Mary and PJ. Sue and Lester are in. Laura, Izzy and Caden are in. Lester and Sue, Julie, John, David E are in. Lisa, Sophie, Harry are in. And the amount of people watching is like 11 people, 11 sets of streams. I can only assume that we're going to be good to go. We'll literally give it 2 minutes just to make sure. Claire, would you message Gemma? We'll just give it a minute because I think last time we took us like half an hour to get started. So I'll just run through the quiz again. First round, you need 1 to 20 questions. We just... Okay, that's fine. We just check whether Gemma and Paula quiz. Yeah, because I can't see any comments. So first round, you need 1 to 20. Second round, you need 1 to 20, or 21 to 40. And then the third round, you need 41 to 50. So we've got 50 questions in total, 50 points. Sorry, you only finished work half an hour ago and too early for me. I've just finished work half an hour ago. Paul?
Is that Paul and Julie?
No, I think no, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's not Paul Harrison.
All right. So maybe have I missed Gemma and Paul? Okay, that's cool. So first round is going to be, as I've said, just general knowledge. Are you smarter than the 12-year-olds? Just some general knowledge questions. I'm about to blast them quite off quick today, so I apologise if they're a bit random. Second round, probably the best round in my eyes. A bit of an animal picture quiz, which is good. Try to cater it to meet everyone's needs. And then the last round is a bit of a film/one, which I'll explain when we get to it. So I've covered for long enough. We've got 12 streams, so I think that's pretty much everybody online. And as I said, remember, you're playing as like a family group. So even though there's certain questions say kids and adults, it doesn't matter. Everyone can answer every question, and then hopefully we'll get some quite high scores. I know I haven't mentioned Rosie and Lucy and Glenn. I think they mentioned early on that they were online. So is that all right, Claire?
The girls are doing it, they've just put it on.
Okay.
Paul's still working.
Okay. So cool. So do you want me? Right. I think Lydia and Grace are just coming on. I think they may be the ones that have come on as the 12th. Lucy and Glenn, are you online? I think you are. Can you just comment somewhere, and then we'll literally get started. I know I keep saying that. I think like next week, if people think the quiz is a bit too early, like 6 o'clock is too tight for people, can always knock it back, do it at 6:30 or something. I literally got in from work like half an hour ago, so it was a bit of a rush for me as well. So we'll like just about 1:15, I think. If someone else has just lost, so we've got 13. We'll give it 1 minute and then we'll get started. Someone else has dropped off. Okay. Sorry, I know I'm giving you like a boring update of how many people are watching the stream, but I suppose it is a public stream, so anyone technically could come on and join it and play. So we might get up to like 1 million viewers or something like that. Doubtful. Right. I'm assuming Lucy and Glenn are not doing it then, because Okay. We're just going to get started because it's been long enough. The quiz is supposed to start at 6, and we've ran it over for like 15 minutes. So I suppose everyone's known long enough that it was a 6 o'clock start. Right. Okay. We'll get started because I know this bit probably kills some of the kids and they can't be bothered. So here we go. We're going to get started. So wait there. Lucy's just come online. Let me know. Said 2 people drop off. Here she is, she's typing. I've got a feeling she's going to say they're not doing the quiz, or maybe they are online already. Type. Sorry, Lucy's just typing. Right, if you get ready for question 1, I'll see what Lucy says here. Right, Lucy said she's just getting logged on, so I'll just wait. Haven't started yet. It's not like everyone's got anywhere to be, so I'm sure people will be happy to be patient. Ah, 5 or 10 minutes. No. Okay, sorry guys. I think Lucy's just going to get online now, but she said like 5 minutes, so I can't really wait that long, because otherwise people are just sort of, I know everyone's got nowhere to go, but it's just sort of hanging around. I'll recap the questions when you get on. Just about to recap the quiz and then do question 1. All right. Okay, so I'm filled enough for everybody, haven't I? So basically, we're going to do round 1 now. We've got 20 questions. It does say 10 adult, 10 kids, but basically it's fair game. You're playing as a team. There are questions for everybody, and hopefully we'll get some nice high scores. Adults, if you're playing in just adult groups, then you're just answering all of the questions. Dead straightforward. All right? So round one, we have got just some general knowledge. It's not as heavy as it possibly was last week. So round one is dead straightforward, just some sort of general, basic, general knowledge type questions. All right. So round one: are you smarter than a 10-year-old? So first question, adult question one, is how many strings does a violin have? How many strings does a violin have? So obviously, kids, you can help answer that one. Adults, you can answer it, but you're just answering as a team. The Wool of Wolves, one answer. How many strings does a violin have? Next question. Probably make me a little bit bigger, and I'll overlap something. Okay. Right, okay. Next question. So, kids, question one. So try and give the kids a bit of a prioritization on these ones if they can answer it first. But adults, if they don't know, then obviously you can answer it. What is the name given to an animal that only eats plants? What is the name given to an animal that only eats plants? Dinosaur, yeah. What type of dinosaur? Dinosaur. So, what name is given to an animal that only eats plants? Right, here's the next one, adults. Here you go. What is the name of the tree that produces acorns? I literally wrote these down today from the internet, and I'm hoping I can remember the answers because I didn't write them down, but I'm pretty sure. So adults, this is technically question 3 overall. Adults, question 2. What is the name of the tree that produces acorns? Kids, question 2. What colours make up the flag of Spain? What 2 colours make up the flag of Spain? 2 colours. If you don't know, you can have a guess because there's only 2. But obviously adults, if they don't know, then you can help them, can't you? Because I would hope the adults would know that one. Obviously, I think you could probably be pedantic and say there's a little colour in the middle with like one of the shields, maybe. But what's the 2 main colours that make up the flag of Spain? So remember, adults, the kids don't know it, and you know it. Write the answer down. Total team effort today. Okay, adults. Main focus for the adults. Which famous building did Guy Fawkes try to blow up? Which famous building did Guy Fawkes try to blow up in the gunpowder plot? Unsuccessfully. I'm sure I wrote a reading comprehension on this. I'm trying to think of the name of the other guy that he was with. Robert Catesby. Robert Catesby. Actually, Guy Fawkes, also known as Guido or Guido Fawkes, was part of the Spanish Revolutionary people. Spanish revolutionaries. Guido Fawkes, and was recruited as an expert, something to do with his bomb making skills. But I think Robert Catesby was the main instigator of it all. Acknowledge that. Right, next one. Kids, question 3. What is the largest planet in the solar system? For the planet up in the sky, what's the largest planet in the solar system? Again, adults, you're answering this question as well as part of your team. What's the largest planet in the solar system? Okay, so we seem to have a solid 12 streams, so we're pretty settled really in terms of how many people are participating, which is good. Lucy, when you get online, just give me a shout and I'll recap the questions for you. Okay, next question. So, what was the largest planet in the solar system? Next question. What is the colour? What colour is the centre of the target in archery? So, in the middle of an archery target, not a darts target, an archery board. Cool. Lucy and Rosie and Glenn are on. Hey, Rosie. Hope you're enjoying the quiz. So what colour is the centre of the target in archery? It's round, so it's on kids 3 now. Oh, so Lucy's not that far behind. Okay. Okay, so what colour is the centre of the target in archery? Okay, kids 4. Which word can go before, so it's a bit of a cryptic one this, which word can go before ache, brush and paste to make 3 other words? So what one word could you put before all of those words, ache, brush and paste, to make another word? All right. So, kids 4. Hopefully you got that one. Right, adults. What does a botanist study? What does a botanist study? And it's not botties either. All right, so what does a botanist study? Who knows? Well, I know. Do you know? Do you know? Okay. Okay, cool. Lucy's up to date. Great. All right, so adult 5, what does a botanist study? Right, kids. Next question. Kids 5. What type of animal is Bullseye in the Toy Story films? What type of animal is Bullseye in the Toy Story films? Ride like the wind, Bullseye! Yeah, kids. So what type of animal is Bullseye in the Toy Story films? Adults, next question. What is the centre of a hurricane called? You'll often hear this in like movies and stuff when it all goes still. What's that called? What's the centre of a hurricane called? Do you know? Next one for the kids. Another space and sort of astronomy related question linked to the solar system. Which planet is closest to the sun? I don't actually think it's the hottest planet, interestingly. But which planet is closest to the sun? think that's right anyway. I don't think it is the hottest planet, although you would think that, but it is the closest planet to the sun. Possibly something to do with its makeup, its geology. Who knows? So which planet is closest to the sun? Like I said, parents if you know, or adults if you know, answer it. So next question, adult 7. Which sport is played with a shuttlecock? Which sport is played with a shuttlecock? Pretty straightforward, I think. I think people should be pretty happy. Hopefully some good scores anyway. Right, next one for the kids. Question 7. So I think in total this should be like question 14 maybe. What do tadpoles turn into? What do tadpoles turn into? Do you want any smart aleck answers about some sort of next step beyond a tadpole when it, like, what does it ultimately become? Used to go and look for these down the back and then bring about 600 of them back and put them in the pond, much to Mary and Paul's delight, especially when there was about 50 odd of whatever they turn into rocking around the back garden. Okay, question 8 for the adults. Buenos Aires is the capital city of which country? Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. Bueno. Feels like Buenos Aires. That might sound stupid. Bueno. Kinder Bueno. What does bueno mean? I feel like it means good. Bueno. Could be wrong. Good area, Buenos Aires. Who knows? Lucy said it means good. I'll assume she's, well, I don't know. I was going to say Googling that. I would have Googled it. So, adults, question 8. What does Buenos Aires mean? Good air, maybe? Good air? Maybe because of its altitude or something? I don't know. Question 8 for the kids. What magical item does Aladdin use to fly on? What magical item does Aladdin use to fly on? What magical item does Aladdin use to fly on? Adults, you should all know that one. That should be an absolute gimme. So hopefully we're racking up some good scores. Keep it competitive. Keep it tight. Okay, adults, question 9. We'll come at the end of round 1 shortly. Which of the dwarves was beardless? Obviously, I didn't say this, but I hope no one's using their phones. That would be ridiculous. Okay, enough time for that one. There was 7 dwarfs, as the question states, but which one didn't have a beard? Kids, question 9, so we're on question 18 overall. How many legs does a spider have? I should really prohibit adults from answering this one. How many legs does a spider have? How many legs? It's not a trick question. It's not a trick question. How many legs does a spider have? I'm going to move on quickly from that one. Adults, question 10. So this should be question 19 in total. What is the person who carries... Carriers, that says. Absolute copy and paste job. What is the person who carries a golfer's bag of clubs called? What is the person who carries a golfer's bag of clubs called? Should be a lot of correct answers on that one. I'm thinking about people, sports people, in our little group of friends and associates. Most people should be getting that one. Okay, and this should be question 20. For the kids or for everyone, what colour are sapphires? The answer is not sapphire. What sort of main colour? Say primary colour. What colours are sapphires? And we are obviously going to run through and do the answers first for this round, so we'll see what people's actual scores are, and we'll get some posts done. Just builds, not tension, but just builds a bit of communication between everybody, between our isolation family or community. So, what colour are sapphires? I'm not going to run through all the questions again, because we've gone through it pretty slowly, and I can't imagine that people have found them too difficult. All right, so we are going to go back to. Oh wait, I'll just double check. There's not another adult question. No. Okay. Cool. Rightio. Okay. So answer time. Answers at the ready. Pens at the ready. Here we go. So how many strings does a violin have? The answer is 4. Kids question 1. What is the name given to an animal that only eats plants? The answer is herbivore. Next one, adults. What is the name of the tree that produces acorns? The answer is horse chestnut. Horse chestnut tree. Not an acorn tree. Which would make sense, I suppose. What 2 colours make up the flag of Spain? The answer is yellow and red. Yellow and red. Which famous building did Guido Fawkes try to blow up? The answer is the Houses of Parliament. Houses of Parliament. What is the largest planet in the solar system? Outside of my ego, it is Jupiter. So the answer is Jupiter. Adults, what colour is the centre of the target in archery? The answer is gold. G-O-L-D, bro. Gold. Gold, gold. Always believe in soul. Gold. Kids, question 4. Which word can go before ache, brush, paste to make 3 other words? The answer is tooth. Toothache, toothbrush, toothpaste. Stay safe, wipe your bums. Adults, question 5. What does a botanist study? Sorry, I was just getting distracted underneath. What does a botanist study? A botanist studies plants. The hottest planet. The planet next to it is the hottest. Not sure what you mean there. Okay. Next one. Kids, what type of animal is Bullseye in the Toy Story film? Obviously, this is open to everyone. The answer is a horse. He is a horse. Well, technically, he's a donkey. Don't think he is. Cowboys don't ride donkeys, do they? Horse. Adults, what is the centre of a hurricane called? I say adults, but everybody. The answer is Acorn tree. Oak tree. Thanks for the commentary. See, I didn't write any answers down. So, oak tree. Horse chestnut incorrect. That's conkers, obviously. Long day at work. So, thank you. I'm not sure what you mean about the planet next to it is the hottest. Yeah, alright, I see what you mean. Yeah. The planet next to it. I don't know if you mean... Don't know what you mean, Kev. I think I know what you mean, but... Okay. Yeah, so, whatever the acorn question was, oak tree, apologies. What is the centre of a hurricane called? The eye of the storm. The eye. Next one. Kids. Question 6. Which planet is closest to the sun? The answer is Mercury. Mercury is closest planet to the sun. If you remember all those little rhymes, it's not a rhyme, it's a mnemonic. Adults, which sport is played with a shuttlecock? The answer is badminton. Badminton is played with a shuttlecock. Next one. Kids, what do tadpoles turn into? Turn into frogs. Pretty straightforward. Buenos Aires is the capital of which country? The answer is Argentina. Argentina. You're right, Venus is the hot. Yeah, thank you. What magical item does Aladdin use to fly on? Could have been a trick question if you weren't listening or reading properly. Some people might have gone for the lamp, thinking they saw a magical item, and Aladdin, well, he's asking what flies on. It's a magic carpet, isn't it? Aladdin flies on the magic carpet. Adults, which of the 7 dwarfs was beardless? It is Dopey. Dopey was beardless. Hopefully the Wooler Wolves got that one. I know they're big Disney fans. I hope they got it anyway. Question 9. How many legs does a spider have? 8. Who is the person who carries a golfer's bag? They are called a caddy. Caddy is the person that does that. And what colour are sapphires? The answer is blue. Okay, so either in the WhatsApp group, or if you can do both, that would be good, then everyone gets to see. Comment in the YouTube commentary your scores out of 20. Comment in the WhatsApp groups as to your current scores out of 20. And that'll be really nice, actually, just to see what everyone's been scoring. So try and comment in the isolation events group, isolation live events, rather than the challenge group. Yeah, Cat and Kev, well done, 19. So you've posted in here. See if you can post in both groups. And then just, I don't know, just make sure everyone can see, because some people can't actually see the YouTube because they've got it on the telly. So post into the isolation WhatsApp group as well. Just thanks, Kat. Yeah, good stuff. So good scores, actually, and just makes it a bit more competitive. And then if people are getting 49 out of 50 by then, that's great, isn't it? So we've got, obviously you can all see these scores. Cat and Kev, 19 out of 20. PJ and Mary, 17 out of 20. Auntie Chris and Uncle Dave, 18 out of 20. The Cooksons, 17 out of 20. Good score. Courtney and Junior and Claire have got 16 out of 20. Julie McBride has got 18 out of 20. Well done. Izzy, Laura and Caden have got 18 out of 20. Lester and Sue, good solid 19 out of 20. The Wooler Wolves, Mary and Paul have got 20 out of 20. We said yellow, not gold for archery board. Yeah, I suppose yellow is technically gold. I'm not going to give you the mark just because no one got full marks. But Yeah, the yellow's been me being really pedantic. I wouldn't have known. I would have guessed black, but that's just the answer that I took off the internet today. Gold isn't yellow. Good stuff. So you're getting. Oh, you'll be able to see that anyway. So Jones got 18. Auntie Chris H got 18 out of 20. I think that means we got, maybe H got 17 out of 20 from Gemma and Lydia and Grace. Lester and Sue, wrong. Sorry, working today. That's okay, Jules. And it's all good. Thanks, Kev. And who else? I think that is everyone. I haven't got a score or Davide. 19 out of 20. So I think 19 out of 20. We've got Lester and Sue. Oh, nice. Lester and Sue and David and the Wooler Wolves have got 19 out of 20, as have Kev and Kat. So it's pretty tight. So I think we've got a top score of 19, a low score of 16. So we're pretty good. All right. I'm looking forward to this next round. I quite like the look of it. If it was me being quizzed, I would quite like this round. Just it's quite visual. So really straightforward. I've got 20 pictures of animals. And basically the adult ones are a bit harder. The kids ones are a bit more straightforward. So like I say, with the kids, I suppose with all the questions, let the kids have a go first and see if they know what it is. And if they're not quite sure, then obviously adults, you can step in and give them a hand. All right. So here we go. I'll just let this cat out of here. Hey, Max. Right then, here we go. So same again. We've got 20 questions, 10 of each. Here we go. So won't be any lights. Just basically write down the name of the animal. All right. Here we go. So first one, adult first one. What is that? Okay. Again, this round and the last round are quite visual anyway. So, and not just every. Even if you don't know, you can have a guess, or you'll have at least seen that animal before. So no one's going to have a melt. It's not like an unaccessible or inaccessible quiz. All right. Okay, here's the next one. What's that? I don't need the specific type of it. Just what is it? What is it? So I don't need like the specific genus of that animal, like the specific scientific name. Because I know you could look at that one and go, it's a this one of them. Don't need that. If you saw it, you would say it is a what. And again, obviously, it's a kids one, so it's just getting the kids up, learning a little bit at the same time. We're always learning on the quiz. So here's the next one. Oh, we've gone back one. Sorry. So next one, adults. What's that? What's that big fella? He's a bit of a big boy, isn't he? It's one of them. I don't think you find one. I don't think you find one of them in the UK. Quite impressive, really, when you look at it. I have to say, it's probably a bit philosophical, but the old lockdown just give you a bit of time to appreciate things. I'm enjoying the boost to nature at the moment. Okay, here we go. So next one, kids. What's that? What's that? What's one of them? Looks like he's having fun, doesn't he? Cheeky little smile on his face. What's one of them? Adults, hopefully you know as well. Okay, next one. What's that? What is it? Actually, probably going to run quite nice on time. Probably going to, it's 10 to now. Probably finish about 1/4 by the time we've finished this bit and done the last bit. So, good solid hour and 10 minutes. Not bad for a little quiz on a Wednesday night. So, hopefully, you've had long enough for whatever that is. Right, next one. Kids, question 3. What's that? Sort of animal's that? So I'm just looking over my shoulder to see what Courtney and Junior are doing. Okay. Wedge squirrels, eh? It's alright, PJ. You like a little red one. Right, next one, adults. What's that? Extremely dangerous predator. Extremely dangerous. I'm sure this is referenced in the new Jurassic Lost World film. Is that Lost World? It's not Lost World, it's Jurassic World, isn't it? I'm sure this is referenced when they build that what's the monster called? The new dinosaur that they build? Something Rex, isn't it? Someone will comment. Indominus, that's it, isn't it? The Indominus Rex. The Dominatrix Rex, Claire. The Dominatrix Rex. Ah, beauty. Imagine. Brilliant. I love her. Right, okay, next one, here we go. What's that? He's a big lad. Apparently you can't outrun them either. Like, although they will be found in water, very speedy, very dangerous. But I don't know if it's factually correct. I think pretty close. I think they're the biggest, or they kill the most human beings every year around the world. I think people would naturally think it was sharks or something like that. But I think it's these guys that actually kill the most people around the world. I think that's someone like David Attenborough or something. All right, next one. Adults. What's that? Hopefully, as well, if you've got it up on your telly, these pictures are coming across quite nicely. I know the first week we did it, I was like holding pictures up and stuff like that, but hopefully this little bit of technology that I've got going on the laptop makes viewing it a bit more fun for you guys at home. I'm thinking next week, or if I've got a bit of time, there is like an app I can download called Kahoot, which is a free app. But what it does is it means you guys can play on the game as like a multiple choice. So questions come up and you can press it and we get scores and stuff up going live. So I might have a go at doing that. But that requires everyone to have an iPad or something like that, or at least I suppose everyone's got a mobile phone. I'll look into it, but this is going, it's quite a good little way we're doing it. All right, next one. Who's that? What is that? Kids, adults, hopefully you should know what it is instantly, but it'd be lovely to hear what the kids think it is. A baboon. It's a good guess. And again, you know, we're not looking for like some of the predeterminatory names that come before them. Some of these ones that you would know. But yeah, I remember seeing some of these at London Zoo. I think it's not a whip snare, though. No, is there two London Zoos? Is there like a smaller one? I'm sure that's one that I've been to when we've been on like a school trip or something. And there was some. No. Anyway, really impressive. These. It's a shame for them to be in captivity, really, but it's sort of weird to look into their eyes a little bit and see them like sort of 40 foot away from you. A bit crazy, really. All right, next one. Adults. What's that? What is that? Quite common sort of British bird, hunter, scavenger, both. What is it? Again, another one of those sort of creatures that you sort of, or animals or birds that you look at and you think, actually, when you look at it, quite impressive, really. Okay, next one. What's that? Again, I'll take the general. I need a specific one of them because it's the kids for the question. Yeah, did Lucy, yeah. Yeah, but what is it? What is one of those? Again, quite impressive creatures. Next one. What's that? What's that little guy? Sorry. Next one. What's that, kids? Looks like an alien, doesn't it? What is that? I think Junior got that straight away. Courtney said it's a worm. Bit goopy, isn't it? But yeah, what is that? Find lots of them in your garden, probably. Right, kids. Oh, sorry, adults. What's that? What is that creature? Interesting little guy. Yeah, he's right. Good lad. Good lad. Shouted it straight up. Love that, Junior. Adult question as well. Should be a double marker. If everyone was here, Junior, I'd be telling everyone to give you high fives. You little legend. Okay. Yeah, Claire had no idea. Good job, Junior's on board. Okay. Kids, what's that? I'm going to move quite quickly on from that one because I think everyone should get that. Normally see them splattered as opposed to alive. What's that? Adults. What is that? Dinosaur, Junior. What is that? Okay. So again, hopefully everyone's enjoying this round. I quite like doing it actually because I thought everyone would quite like it. Again, quite visual. Hopefully on your tellies you'll be the animals will look pretty decent. Okay. What's that? Kids. Again, it's the sort of thing adults will look at and think is probably quite simple, but some of the kids will maybe find it a bit more challenging. There's not as many of them about as there used to be. Again, the type's not important. Just what animal is it? They're different. It's the same species, but a different breed type. Okay, next one. Last one, adults, I think. Yeah, what is that? Quite like this one. I think we could replicate this round next week, actually. I don't know if everyone agrees. You could always comment in the group or something, but it's obviously an endless amount of animals, and it's quite a visual round for everyone. Quite like it. Maybe it's just me being a bit of a nature weirdo. Quite like nature and animals. But yeah, quite like this round. And the last one, I'll give you a little bit of thinking time on that one because it could be probably a few things popped into your heads. And the last one, I think for the kids, here we go. So that I'll give you either of the answers that you want to give me. There'll be the smart Alec answer, which is correct, or the stereotypical name that these creatures get. Either's fine. Not like yellow and gold. Yellow's wrong, gold's right. Either is right for these. All right. Cool. So I think that concludes round 2. So we're going to go back and do the answers. Hopefully I can differentiate between an oak tree and a horse chestnut tree this time. I'll put that down to being at work. And also not knowing the answer. Right, okay, so hopefully everyone's ready. Here we go. Question 1. That is a leopard. It's not a cheetah, it's a leopard. This one, tiger. I don't know, looking in my head, I don't know whether it's a Sumatran tiger. I think there's another type of tiger that's very similar to this one. But yeah, I think this is like your stereotypical sort of. Yeah, anyway. So, what? Tiger is fine. I didn't need the type, just tiger. This is, for the adults, is an elk. I think I'm asked about the UK. I think found in like America and Canada and possibly Russia. And there's like Mongolian areas and places like that. Could be wrong. I'm sure there's lots of other places I found as well. But that is an elk. Next one. Question 4, kids. Question number 2. This is a panda. Panda bear. Maybe you can tell the person next to you what they're eating. What the pandas eat. What's that green stuff called that they're eating? Not a plant. What type of plant? No bonus marks, just for fun. Next one. Adults, question 3. This is a bison. Bison. Bengal tiger. Yeah, possibly though. We've got Sumatran, Bengali and stuff like that. So there's all those sort of Indonesian, Chinesian, China. Chinesian. And then China. Rosie's got it. So this is a koala. I think, is it pandas? It's gone out of my head there. I think these guys, is it koalas eat eucalyptus leaves? I don't know if they eat other things as well. It's pandas, isn't it bamboo? Like the leaves of a bamboo plant. Koalas, is it? I don't know. That's what it rings a bell. I could be totally wrong. I think eucalyptus leaves. If Kev says yes, then I must be correct. So there's always knowledge flowing in this quiz. Next one. So we've got, this is a cuttlefish. I think some of you might have gone naturally for an octopus, but it's actually a cuttlefish. I think they're renowned for their abilities to camouflage and change colour and shape and size, etc., and so on. Do you think when they use the genome of it, or fictionally use the genome of it to make this Indominus Rex in the Jurassic Park films, that's why the Indominus Rex could camouflage itself, but it could also mask its heat signature, which I think this creature can do as well. So cuttlefish, and I think as well, I don't know, I think they're quite poisonous. I think you've got to be really careful how you cook them, cut them up, certain parts of them. If you eat them, can be deadly, I think. Could be totally wrong. But yeah, I don't know. So cuttlefish was your answer. Next one. This is a hippopotamus. But yeah, I think, like you say, quite deadly, quite aggressive animals. And we naturally see them as like subdued, sort of lazy, not particularly agile creatures, but I think once they get going, they will have you. Next one. Adults question 5. This is a raccoon. Hopefully you might have spotted him from the Guardians of the Galaxy film. Is it Raccoon? Rocket the Raccoon or something? Is it Rocket? Yeah, I think he's Rocket, isn't he? But they're also a little bit older. Maybe you might have seen the cartoon series The Raccoons. But yeah, a raccoon. Adults or kids question 5. Gorilla. It is a gorilla. I think when I typed this in, I'd typed silverback gorilla. So I don't know if this fella falls under being a silverback. Whatever he is, he's an absolute unit. But yeah, a gorilla will get you the point. Next one. This is a heron. I suppose quite a well-known sort of British predator. Don't know if it's an apex predator within its whatever it's called, food chain, but I'm sure it must be pretty much at the top, or very close to the top, if not. So we've got a heron. Next one, we've got an eagle. We've got like American eagles, bald eagles, lots of different type of eagles, but just generally the answer is an eagle. Quite impressive creatures. Next one. This creature is a vole. Again, I don't know if these sort of creatures have been in decline across the countryside and stuff like that. I don't know whether recently they've been on a bit of a revival. But yeah, you know, your voles, your stoats, your wind in the willows crew, I suppose. So yeah, well done. That's that, a vole. This is obviously your standard Mr. Slug. Big, fat, juicy slug. So hopefully you got that. Next one. This is an armadillo. Is it armadillos? They used to advertise Toblerones or Dime Bars or Caramacs. One of them, isn't it? Armadillo. Can't remember what it is. It rings a bell though. Rosie said it's an Omiguli bird. What's an Omiguli bird? I love your answer though. China. Oh no, it's not racist. China. It's an Omiguli bird. Good answer, Rosie. Right. Next one. We have... This guy is obviously a hedgehog. Very simple. Next one. We have an alligator. I did tell you all at the start the adults ones are a little bit harder, so I was never going to put crocodile in there. This is an alligator. So if you sat there going, AJ, you Doyle, they're not the same. Alligator. Question 9. For the kids, this is a squirrel. Well done. Obviously, you have your two main types. I don't know if there's a third type. Sound a bit like Donald Trump. Could be, couldn't be. Third type. I don't know. I'm the best. Red and grey. So squirrel. Next one, adults. I think this is your last one. I think we might have had some grasshoppers and this, that, and the other. The answer is a locust. If you might know, I might not know. Before sort of the COVID stuff started, there's quite a lot of stuff going on in like African countries and this, that, and the other, where locusts were absolutely annihilating places. So yeah. Again, and people were talking about the plagues and stuff about the Bible, which obviously links into sort of what's happening at the moment with like the COVID and stuff like that. So I'm sure Jesus will be knocking on the door soon. Last one. This is a killer whale, or you can also give me the answer, which I said you could, of an orca. I think technically they're known as orcas, whereas obviously people like to refer to them as killer whales, which doesn't do them any favours. So that is round 2. About 40 questions so far. If you can post your total scores, I'm not interested in the score for that round particularly. Just give me your total out of 40 in both the WhatsApp group and in the YouTube chat, just so that both people, or so everybody can see. As I said before, there's people who are watching it on the telly who can't see the chat. So it would be great if people could post their total scores into both the groups. So I know obviously we've got no 100%. So Gemma and Paul, or Gemma and the girls have got 35 out of 40. Lester and Sue have got 36 out of 40. Well done. Kat and Kev have got 35 out of 40. Claire and the kids have got 32 out of 40. So well done, guys. Rosie and Lucy and Glenn have got 37 out of 40. So a really solid round there. David E, the Wool of Wolves, have got 36 out of 40, which is really good. Kat and Kev have got 35 out of 40, which is a solid score. Cookson's, I think I've said 37 out of 40. Julie's doing really well. Good stuff, Julie. 37. Julie and Paul, 37 out of 40. No, it's not Julie and Paul, is it? Just Julie on her own. It was John and Paul. 37 out of 40. So that's a really good score. And I think that is pretty much. We've got the Woodages. So we've got Izzy and Caden and Laura. Well done. Got 34 out of 40. That's really good going. Auntie Chris and Uncle Dave, 30 out of 40. Solid score. We've got Kat and Kev, 35. Izzy and Caden, 34. Kat and Kev, 35. David and the Wool of Wolves, 36 out of 40. Claire and Courtney and Junior, 32, which is pretty good. We've got Lester and Sue, 36. Gemma and Lydia and Grace on 35 out of 40. And that's it. So we've got some pretty good scores going on. No one dropped more than 8 marks, I think, out of 40, which is pretty good. So there's only 10 more questions left. All right, Cart. You'll have to hurry up and see, because I was just going to introduce it. These pictures, yeah, hurry up. Quick as you can. Okay. Right, so the last round is only 10 questions. So just need 41 to 50. And what it is, Mary and Paul, Joan has got 37 out of 40, really good score. Must have been a solid round for Joan there, because I think if I go back, Joan, where's Joan? But yes, good, really good score, Joan. So 37 out of 40. Hey, Court, good girl. Julie, 37 out of 40. Mary and Paul, 34. Quickly go in, because it's the last round, you're going to miss it. See you in a minute. See you in a minute. Right. Just double check I haven't missed anyone on the YouTube chat. No, I haven't. So, last round, as I said, is 10 questions, and it's really straightforward. What I'm going to do is, again, I apologise, adults, it's a bit kid orientated, but it's fairly well known kid orientated in terms of films and so on. And if you really don't know them, if you just have a guess at popular kids film, Disney sort of stuff, you're going to be in the right sort of area. All right, so don't. It's nothing that you won't have heard of in some sort of chat or Facebook or talking to someone or a song on the radio or something on the news. It's all very familiar stuff. All right. So basically, what I'm going to do is I've taken the front cover of the films and I've basically cropped it to like a small part of it. So obviously, it doesn't say the title and it doesn't show you the main character, but it shows you something that should give you a clue to the name of the film. All right. So a bit cryptic, a bit fun, hopefully. I apologise the images aren't crystal clear because I've had to like zoom in and crop, and I did it as quick as I could do. Didn't really have much time. But okay, so you got quick as you can. Okay, so here's the first one. So all I'm looking for is the name of the film. All right, and some of them might be like, I don't know, film 1, film 2, film 3 in the same series. If you just give me the name of the film, then you can have the mark. All right. There's only a couple where there's like sequels, but I'm not interested in whether it's, I don't know, Barbie 2. Just Barbie would do. There isn't a Barbie film. All right, so here you go. Question 1. What's the film? And again, hopefully you'll find this a good round. I just sort of like, I don't know, plucked it from, I don't know, my head. Hopefully it'll be quite a good round. All right, so what's the film? Here's next one. What's the film? First few are dead easy. Well, they're all dead easy, really. You might know the characters, but what's the name of the film? Right, hopefully you got that one pretty straightforward. Next one. And again, I suppose it's not been the 100% easy because no one's got full marks. So, like I say, it's just a bit of fun. So I apologise but I know the kids get sick if they're not like, if they're nearly impossible, it's no fun, is it? So I'd much rather everyone get 49 out of 50 and it'd be really tight at the top than people get 32 and win it and someone gets 10. It's just boring, isn't it? And the kids are tired and this, that, and the other. So anyway, next one. And also, I suppose a round like this means you don't have to hear as much from me, and you can just have a chat between yourselves on what you think it is. In fact, it's getting a bit dark, isn't it? There we go. It's a bit better. All right, so let's have a look. Next one. What's the film? Again, it doesn't seem that long, but we've been online for quite a while actually now, sort of an hour and 20 or an hour and 15 anyway. So next one, I'm not sure what number this is. Maybe number 4, something like that. Here's the next one. Okay, here's the next one. Remember, it's the name of the film as well. Oh, sorry, Lester, mate. Sorry, I know. Lester. Sorry. You need to make your points on like the animals and general knowledge round, Lester. This one was never going to be your round. So again, this one, it's no good just naming the little character there, although his name is part of the title. But again, this is the opportunity for the kids to contribute, isn't it, to the team score? Because I know the kids probably wouldn't have been able to wear them. Davide. Yeah. All right, here we go. So next one. Sorry to people on the YouTube commenters, people comment in the WhatsApp group. Well, you all probably see that anyway. So, right, here we go. What's the film? Okay, so the next one. Here we go. Claire, what question are we on? So that was 8, yeah? Okay, so we've got 2 left. All right. Here we go. I love how Claire's telling people to shh. Shh, they may hear us. They may hear us. Shh. Right. And the last one, and then we'll go through the answers and get our total scores. It's pretty much at the end of the quiz. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know you've all been waiting all day long for my quiz. So I hope I haven't disappointed everybody. What's that? What's the film? And again, I know I'm saying they're probably dead easy, but they're only dead easy if you know the answer, aren't they? It's only dead easy if you know the answer. If you don't know what they are, then obviously it's really, really difficult. So, oh no, there is another one after this, I think. Maybe I've done an extra question. Is that 10 questions? Yeah. I think I've done another one, you know. Could be 11. Might be a little bonus one here. I'm sure I did another one. Let's click the slide and see. I did. So I don't know what this one is. I'll shoot. Is this 11? This is 11. Bonus one. Everyone's absolutely buzzing. What's the film? Will someone tell me if that's actually a one? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I did 11. So it's out of 51, guys. Sorry. I can't even count. So it's out of 51. So it's 11. I don't think I've done any more. I definitely didn't do any more after that. So it's out of 11. All right. So let's give you some answers. All right. So let's go back to question 41 or number 1 in this round. So round 3. There's no more questions. It's the last round. So number 1 is Cinderella. Hopefully you spotted that. There's clues in all of them. I would have liked to have thought you could have given all a really good guess. So Cinderella. Next one is Beauty and the Beast. So not Belle or something like that. Beauty and the Beast. It's the name of the film. That's what we're after. Next one is Toy Story. I think this one was from actually just Toy Story. I don't think it was from any of the sequels, but would have accepted Toy Story either way. So Toy Story, obviously that's Bo Peep, and there's a little troll, isn't there, next to it? Yeah. Next one. Next one's a fairly recent one. It's only been out a couple of months, but it's Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. I'll accept either Sonic the Hedgehog, but the most very recently released film. So Sonic. Obviously Sonic collects the golden rings, doesn't he? That's him sat in one of the rings there, and obviously his trademark sneakers that look like they've been branded by Puma. Next one. I would hope you could have guessed this was Trolls. Trolls is correct. You can see a little troll hair sticking up amongst all the other troll hair colours. So the answer is Trolls. This one. Hopefully you can see some monsters' claws on the door. So if you've written Monsters Inc., the answer is correct. Monsters Inc. So we've got Sully, James P. Sullivan, Mike Wazowski, and we've got Boo. So the answer is Monsters Inc. This one is Pikachu Pet Detective. Oh, Pikachu Pet Detective. Pikachu Pokemon Detective. But if you've put Pikachu, I'll give you it. But I think the film is called Pikachu Pokemon Detective. And someone might be going, oh, it's Pikachu Pokemon Detective. But if you put Pikachu, the film, or Pikachu the movie, or Pikachu Pokemon Detective, you can have a mark. Next one, classic, absolute classic, Macaulay Culkin. I suppose a bit of a Christmas film, really. I would consider it a Christmas film. It is Home Alone. So the answer is Home Alone. Next one, only one that we watched recently, but I think it's quite a big hit worldwide. The answer is Coco. Big Disney film. Actually, it's pretty good. Quite like it, actually. Coco. This one, again, you should have been able, if you didn't know it, considering the worldwide phenomena that this has been over the last 10 years, you should have been able to take a guess at Frozen. So the answer is Frozen. Not Elsa or Anna. The answer is Frozen. And the last one, I'm not sure too many of the kids would get this, especially the younger ones, absolutely not. but an absolute staple that they'll have to watch when they're a bit older. Sure, Orange probably old enough to watch this now, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Is it PG? It can't be a 12 or a 15. I suppose they probably didn't have 12s out when this came out, so I bet it's probably a PG. Oh, just seen some fireworks going off there. Bit light for fireworks. Anyway, the answer is The Karate Kid. So that is the quiz. Karate Kid. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Don't disconnect just yet, because I want to just finish off and say a few things to everyone. We'll do our usual thing that we do. But post your answers in first. When you're posting your answers in, again, what I'd really love for everyone to do, and I really think this is important, I know people are, but I really think it's important everyone puts a little selfie in of themselves, just so that, because otherwise we're all just looking at a screen, and actually, ideally, we'd all be with each other, if at all possible. So it's really important, I think, if everyone just posts a little picture in themselves as a family group, or even if you're on your own, that's absolutely fine. But I think we need to be able to see who we're playing with, whether everyone's happy or sad or on their own or that we're all together. I think that's really important. And then I'll run through some of the scores. And like you said, there isn't a prize for winning. It's just a bit of fun, really. Hey, Courts, do you want to come sit on my knee? Just put your legs over. Easy.
Hi, Izzy.
Hi, Kaden.
Hi, Kaden.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Okay, sit back a bit because you're slipping off. So let's have a look at some of these total scores. So we should have totals out of 51. Should have some totals out of 51.
Hi, Izzy and Kaden.
Right, just let go of that card.
Look at Lucy.
I know.
I
All
put
right.
my thumbs up
So I know you did. I saw. Right, let's have a look at some of these scores. Don't touch it because I'm just trying to read out to everyone. So let's have a little look. You can have a look at these in a minute. So Courtney and Junior and Claire, good 35 out of 51. Gemma and Lydia and Grace, 46 out of 51. Really, really good score. So well done, guys. It's a really great score.
Good job.
43. Kat and Kev, great 45 out of 51, which is brilliant. Davide and the Wool of Wolves, 47 out of 50, which is our top score so far that I'm reading out. Paul helped too, sorry. Of course, we just sit back because you're just slipping off. Sorry, Mr. Paul, well done for helping out.
Good boy, Paul.
Good boy, Paul. Julie McBride, well done, 46. I'm just looking at the picture of Oren and Harry and Sophie, looking awesome as usual. We've got our picture of Lydia and Mr. Paul and Grace, looking awesome as usual. Kat and Kev are doing the quiz outside, perfect. Decent Cameroon shirt, I think it's Cameroon shirt. Kat and Kev, 45 out of 51, which is brilliant. Lester and Sue, 5, -11, rubbish 2 guesses overall, or 5 to 11, rubbish guesses, 41 out of 51. Well done, Lester and Sue, really good score. We've got Julie there with a brilliant 42 out of 51, well done. David, 11 out of 11. There we go. Lucy, it's still hot here. Oh, that's good, isn't it? It's been lovely here today, actually. It's been really, really nice. Yeah. So it's just. See who else on here. We've got Rosie and Glenn, and I've got and Rose. Stop touching the phone. Rosie and Glenn and Lucy, a brilliant 48 out of 51, which is amazing. Kat and Kev, 45 out of 51. 35 out of 41. We had a choice of 2. We always went with the wrong one. So Kev, Kat, Kev. So we've got, what did Grandma and Granddad get? 42 out of 51. What did Izzy and Caden get? Have I already said that one? Don't think I've seen Izzy and Caden and Laura's score unless I'm just skimming past it. So anyway, they've probably posted it and I can't see, so I apologise. I think we've pretty much got everyone's score. I think the 48 out of 50, the 48 out of 51 from the Cooksons, I think is a winning score. With the Wooler Wolves a very, very with a very, very close second. But I have to say, hopefully, I think the quiz this week was a bit better because it meant people are just not losing, but not getting full marks by a little bit, and the quiz is much more competitive than people getting. Well done. Anyone else notice the laptop open on the Google? Google, not competitive at all. So I apologise to Izzy and Caden and Laura if I've missed your score. I'm scrolling through and I can't see it. So that's probably my fault because I'm just like flicking through loads. But hopefully everyone's enjoyed the quiz. It's been amazing. If you haven't posted your picture in, your selfie of your little family group, please post it in just to say hello to everyone. Next week
Hello, Mama. Hello, Andy.
Saturday, obviously bingo again. It's Wednesday today, so it's not too long for bingo. I think last week we had 50 people playing bingo. So, it'd be really great to see everyone. And Saturday morning, I'll post into the isolation group or the isolation live events group. And if people want to play bingo, then we can post in. We'll do 4 games again as usual with our magic numbers. I'll stop rambling on. I hope everyone's looking after themselves, not too bored. I hope the quizzes bashed a hole in the boredom for an hour and a half. Love you all. Speak to you soon. See you soon, hopefully.
Love you.
Stay safe. Wipe your bums.
Wipe bums.